All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's call. I'm very excited to be sharing with you this awesome opportunity called Akashx. Hopefully, you guys can see my screen. Let me just make sure the lines are muted. People hop on. Yeah, that perfect. And so my goal, my task over the next 30 minutes is really to showcase what we have in this platform and how people are winning with this platform and the things that I'm really excited about coming forward in 2025 that we all get to be part of. And so this is an opportunity, my friends, that puts us in a very different category out there. It is actually in a very different space than all the other things I've seen coming my way because of the fact that we have not just $1 trillion industry that we're involved in several, which really kind of sets us apart from a lot of other things that are out there. And so let's just get into it. Akashx is really showcasing and giving people three things, at least three things that people want, right? There is lots of other things people may want out in life, and I hope there are. I really do hope there's more than just these three things. But these three things that we know are really important in this day and age. Having money, like, it's ranked right up there with oxygen, right? It's literally the currency that we live and breathe by. Be able to do certain things requires money, right? Requires capital. Your goals, your some of the plans and ambitions you may have for 2025. Guess what? Most of them will probably have money around those goals. Obviously, besides your health and wellness goals, which you cannot put a price on. And so, creating a lifestyle, my friends, this company has really positioned itself to be a great channel for all of those things to take place. Like one particular company that allows you to not just make great income, look after your health and wellness, and creating a lifestyle. It all is all underneath this umbrella that we have with Akashx and the parent company, My Daily Choice. So time, my friends, we'll never get this time back again. The time that we have right now is gone. And like right now, we're in the 11th day of the first month of 2025. When we look back 10 years ago, thinking, wow, what happened in the last 10 years? What was I doing 10 years ago? And for me, 10 years ago, I first got into the world of cryptocurrency. And so that was a complete new revelation way of making an income. And so we're going to be talking about why 10 years and what the progression of what we have with this company is everything that I believe will help everybody in 10 years from now be in a very good position financially with what we have with the Akashx and the tools and the company and the direction in which this company is going. All right, really important. So I'm going to be talking about My Daily Choice a bit more today because of they had a really good event earlier today, and you really just showcasing all what we have. So, money, lifestyle. When I grew up, I grew up in London. I was very fortunate to get into the workspace that in an area that I enjoyed doing. Even though I had a short commute, I didn't really like the commute. It was a 30-minute commute to work, but I was blessed beyond my wildest dreams. I was working at investment banks, and the second investment bank I worked at was JP Morgan. And so when I saw this pie chart on cash flow, I had up until that point, I had got involved actually in the whole world of network marketing. And prior to that, all I knew, if I wanted to make more money, I needed to work longer, and that was it. Overtime, okay. And so that was my way of making extra. And obviously, there's only a limit to how much of that you can do. But guess what? This is the plan for most of the population. 95% of people are in that boat of either working a job or working, for themselves, which is almost like a higher paying job, but again, more hours that they are expending in order for them to be able to keep that income and that lifestyle. Well, and I mention lifestyle lightly because a lot of times, if you are the what's it called, the only guy or person in where you're not, building a business where you've got no leverage on, and you are the sole trader, anything that happens to that business, it's on you. And so there's a lot of stress around that. And we saw what happened just a few years ago, literally 2 years ago or less with COVID. What happened? Businesses to this day have not recovered. Their incomes today, families' income for years, decades have just been wiped out, and for livelihood. So, if you don't have a way, my friends, of showing or building an income outside of linear income, exchanging time for money, then you put yourself at a very precarious situation. And so when I saw this many years ago, what attracted me to the world of network marketing was I could get into this 5% group, even though I didn't come from money. All I need to do was follow the right people. And so here today, guys, we're showing you a way in which every single one of us, because of this company, regardless of where you may be financially, or who you do know or who you don't know, it doesn't really matter. We all have the same plan and opportunity to tap into what we call this 5% group, where the business owners are. And so that's what I saw myself, when I saw this. I said, yeah, I need to have a better way in which I'm earning money, because there's only so much limit I have to be able to do that. And as we know, if you don't have a plan B and another stream of income, when things that happened a couple of years ago, we don't have a way to pivot. We're literally stuck, because that's our only source of income. So we're going to show you something that builds that income irrespective of the time you're doing and the job you're doing. And if you love the job you're doing, I applaud you. That's me. That I loved what I was doing. I just wanted more, and I wanted lifestyle to go with that. So we're going to talk about how that's possible. We have a platform, my friends, that for me, the Forex market, and I'm going to start there, because we're not just going to talk about the foreign exchange. We're going to be talking about the world of cryptocurrency. We're going to be talking about the stock market. But when it comes to wealth generation, and when I was on that dealing floor, at JP Morgan, I saw these guys with these screens making a lot of noise, making a lot of money. I knew they were making a ton of money for the bank, because we had a rule. We had 15 seconds to make sure if they had an IT issue, we were at their desk within 15 seconds, and better still, getting it resolved, because they were clearly making millions of dollars for the bank. And they were very important. You know what I mean? They were very important. I'm like, my eyes just like got really big. I'm like, man, I want to be doing that. And that literally planted a seed many years ago. And then, after I was in a position to, I left leaving the dealing floor at JP Morgan, going to Goldman Sachs. And again, that was another education, because then I saw a huge business, another, hugely successful investment bank go public. They did an IPO while I was there. And so I started to learn more about, wow, this world of finance. This was like my learning on my feet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily study for that, but I got the education around me based on what was happening. And so, that changed my paradigm. There's no way I was going to do what I was going to do, which was IT, for the rest of my days, because now I saw for me a much better way in which I can produce an income and leverage. So I've been on this journey many years, and this is all I really wanted to get across to you, is that I've seen many companies come and go, and when I see a gem, I jumped all over it. And this is why I'm here at Akashx, because there's a couple of things here. If you've been in this space for more than 5 years, even 2 years, 1 year, and somebody's told you about a deal, a company, oh, they're doing this and doing that, and you've handed your money over, I would probably, if I did a poll or survey, more than likely every single one of you have lost money by handing your money over to a company and then promising you to pay. We call them promise to pay companies. They're promised to pay you a certain amount per day or per week, per month, whatever. And if you don't have control over that, guess what? For the most part, you're never going to see that money again, which is unfortunate. And sometimes every company with the best will in the world may have a desire that they're going to give you that money, but then something happens and then you end up, in a situation where you don't want to be. You're worse off than when you started. This company, my friends, is actually going to give you funding to be able to generate the incomes we're going to be talking about. So it's a rarity that a company not only is going to give you first-class education with their traders, but they're also going to give you a means for you to be able to actually trade that money. Okay. So takes away one of the biggest challenges I've seen, where people pay money to join a company but they don't have enough money to make money for real. And so they're trying to trade and flip an account with $100 in, $200 in, blowing that account and doing it again just so that they can make enough money maybe to cover their expenses. So we taken away the biggest challenge I've seen, from $10,000 to $200,000 in funding you can get, with a couple of caveats that you need to show them that you can actually trade and make money. You're going to be able to get access to funding. So this is, for me, it's like, wow, you're giving me the keys to the, you're giving me the fish as well as the fish. You're teaching me the fish, but you're also giving me the fish on top of that. So we've got a great thing here. So we're backed by a 10-year-old, 11-year-old debt-free company. This is so important, my friends. Like I said, I've been around this space for many years. I've joined many companies that are just financial companies only. Now, for me, what was important when I saw this platform was that we wasn't just in one niche. All right, they're in these big, huge, massive niches that people are making a fortune from. So every single one of us, by default, by the mere fact that we are part of this company, Akashx, we get thrown in My Daily Choice. Okay, now My Daily Choice, if you've never heard of them, they are a brand, they're a company, they have many brands underneath them, and the CEOs of the company are going to be flying into London literally in a week's time, just under a week's time. It's the same CEOs of the company that have been there from day one. So there's a lot of stability that we have here. It's very rare that I've seen a company that had been around for over 10 years and very profitable and go into a niche like trading, which is its own brand, So I'm going to share that real quick because MDC, as we call them, My Daily Choice, they are, a rarity in this space. A company that has been around, like I said, just 10 years. The owners are, still very young, got a lot of interest in growing this financial market. But when I look at what we have here, and I want to show you this real quick, because yeah, trading is great, fantastic, love it, always have, always will do. But guess what? If my health is not there, then the trading stuff, can I pay attention to it if my health isn't where it needs to be? No, not at all. And so, when you hear about the products that we have and how these products, in fact, the CEO of the company, she was able to help herself get better big time because of what these products did for her. If I look at who these people are, if I go to show you that these are real people. Like I said, those of you that are in the UK or flying in, I mean, I'm flying in from North America. There's people flying in from all over the world to be at this event. All right. Because we're not just getting, it's not just a pump me up, rah, rah moment. There's lots of great information, education that we're going to be learning from these 6- and 7-figure traders. Talking about traders, the CEO, Jenna, she's a phenomenal Bitcoin trader. She trades Bitcoin. We joined the group with her. That's almost an added bonus through our membership that we can trade alongside her. And she's tripled, the figures she's made. And again, I'm not here to provide financial advice or anything of that nature, but I'm just sharing with you information. And so, we've got something very unique here that, these people are just giving. And so we've got tons of value that we have as part of the company. But this hemp brand, this HempWorks, which she created in 2017, this really helped her. And so, if you know anything about CBD oils and things of that nature, we have that all here, and then let alone the other products that we go into. So let me go back to the PowerPoint. I just wanted to kind of really touch on that because knowing that we've got serious backing here, we're not going to fall prey to a lot of the other platforms I see out there that have best will in the world, but then they have to change their comp plan. They have to change their model because they're paying out too much to leaders or they're doing this. And, none of these shenanigans we have here. We have a really straightforward, really robust plan that has been paying successfully every single week without fail. And so each one of us have the opportunity to bank on that. So operating in over 200 countries. So that means Akashx from day one can open up business all over the place. with the brand here. So this is a very small part of their business right now. Akashx is very small, and we're just growing. We're attracting some of the best professionals in the industry are coming to Akashx. Some of the best traders are coming to Akashx right now, and we're going to benefit from that. I'm going to show you in a minute how you can benefit from what these guys are doing. So the Forex market, as I mentioned, when I first got into this space, was literally I was learning on my feet about what the Forex exchange market was all about. You know, when I started to leave work, and you know, it's been 10 years now, I've been full time. You know, I always looked to trading. I wanted to be a better trader. And so just getting around this space, you know, I'm becoming a much better trader than I was prior. You know, even though I've been trading many years, having a community like what we have here and some of the different traders that we've got, you know, just learning and really breathing that in just made me a better trader. Now, what if you don't want to be a trader? We're not going to try and force you to be a trader and 6, 7 figure trader like these guys are. I'm going to show you how you can leverage. This is what the rich do. They use other people's money. You think Elon Musk just went into his bank account to buy Twitter? No, he looked out for other people, right, to invest to what he was going to buy. And this is no different. We've got funding that we didn't have to put into our own back pocket to get $10,000 from. No, we've leveraged that. And so the foreign exchange market, Monday to Friday, is phenomenal. Those of you guys that were trading on Friday, just literally, we've had some great trades that came in just as the market was closing up for the first week. You know, the first week since the market has been back. So it was a great week for us trading the markets. Digital currency, I mentioned, I've been around this space since 2015, and I've seen Bitcoin from $500 and now seeing it all the way up to over $100,000. So it's amazing, like what's happened. And this industry is still a baby. It's not even grown legs yet and ran. It's just starting off. Things are starting to happen. I believe in the greatest shift of wealth that we can see in our lifetime with what's going to be happening. How do you position yourself for that? Akashx have personally, positioned themselves, I think, for every single one of us to tap in using technology. You think you've seen it all yet? It's nothing even got started yet. They are working on ways of improving every single part of their company. And this is one of the major parts. And of course, the stock market, as I mentioned, seeing the IPO right in front of my face was like a real eye-opener to a company going public, and the amount of wealth that attracted. And so, the stock market does $1 trillion a day. We've got the crypto market, just barely, anywhere close to doing those numbers, but we are getting there, guys. We are getting there. That movement, the shift is going to be happening. And so there's going to be a crypto academy that is going to be taking place. So we will be leveraging of that. For those of you involved in Akashx, and you've ever been on one of the educators' calls, he's giving out tokens that I wouldn't even know to start researching, even though I've been around this space a long time. Again, I'm leveraging on somebody who knows way more about crypto than I do. And all I do, I follow what he says. He said, tell me to buy that. Guess what? I do the same. We have people who did exactly what they was told to do, and their portfolio grew. So guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. So you all have a choice here to tap into this massive industry. We all have a great platform here that is in a massive growth sector. We're not going into a market where they're struggling to get numbers or interest. The crypto market, they're talking about it to reach 74 billion by 2027, growing 16.4% per year. I mean, those numbers are staggering. Just on a personal point, some of these assets that we can tap into, are doing that in a day. They're growing by over 20% in a day, but knowing what to buy and knowing what to hold and knowing what to get rid of, this is where the educators come into play. The Forex market, foreign exchange market, we are all part of that market. If you've ever traveled and had to convert one currency to another, for the most part, we're all part of that market. But how do you actually make money and leverage enough money so that you can, change your lifestyle, as we spoke about at the beginning? But this is where these educators come in, and you can benefit from their knowledge and their know-how. And, I was in London recently, and I'm going to be back in London next week for this huge event that they're having. But essentially, I was there, and one of the things I wanted to check out was this AI event, and I was seeing what AI is doing right now well, it was 2024, and it was just staggering what AI is doing. And they're talking about half of the world's jobs will be eliminated by AI in the next decade, which is, which is a stone throw away. And we're seeing the ramifications of that already. Not to say that because it's AI, people have to lose jobs, but for the most part, the minimal tasks that a lot of people were relying on, those jobs will no longer be there. It just, from an economic scale point of view, companies want to make more money for their shareholders and everything. And so it's easy to get rid of somebody and replace it with technology. That's kind of the world we're in. We're using AI to benefit and make money from our trades. I'm going to show you that in a minute, some of the products that we have. So this is the first phase, my friends. We're talking about how you can leverage Akashx. Okay, it's pure and simple. Whatever you do to make your money currently, I'm going to show you how, without you changing everything, without you having to give up your day job, without you having to remortgage your house, how you can get started with this for very inexpensively, and be efficiently making money from your phone. Now, why is somebody calling me at this time? I will never know. But here we go. Phase one, prove your trades. We got an app, and this technology has been acquired by Akashx called Tap to Trade. It's not cheap, and it's had a facelift recently, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. What we're going to show you is that step one, you connect your broker. You can either connect your broker from your own capital. That's a great thing about what we have here, guys. We're not telling you you have to do an account with this company. No, you do with whoever you want. I've been with the same broker for over 11 years now, and I can plug that broker into this app and make money by hitting a button, and that profit goes into my account. Okay, that's called Tap to Trade. So step one, connect your broker. Don't forget, we're also going to be giving you the ability to get funding as well. So, we're going to set you up. We're going to put you on what we call a demo so that you get familiarized, a bit of training wheels, pressing the right buttons and all this kind of stuff. And then we're going to let you loose to some degree, right? On the funding that we're talking about. So you're going to receive the trades. Now, if you ever received a pop-up on your phone, that's it. No different. You don't need to be glued to the app and, having the app right in front of your face. No, just get on with your day. It will pop up on your phone. It will send an alert, and you look at it, and, you decide if you want to take that trade. And then, which is step three, you're going to click on approve in that trade. Yeah. So you approve the trade. And once you're happy with that, you set what we call the risk. So you're not having to worry about these levels, like your take profit levels and your stop loss levels and your entry levels. None of that. It's all done automatically by the trader who sent you those trades. These guys are trading on their own accord. They're looking at these trades, and they are giving you the same trades they're looking at, which is great. That means I don't need to do the analysis. Before, I would have to spend a bit of time doing my own analysis, working up the charts and stuff like that, right? I love doing that, but not everybody wants to do that. And to be honest, when I first heard about this, I was in Vegas. I was on a break, and a friend of mine reached out to me and she said, "Oh, Leroy, you need to check this out." She knows I like trading, so it was pretty straightforward. Check this company out. Two things she got my interest on. A was that it was trading, and secondly, they were providing money. OPM. So I thought, wait there. And I know a bit about the prop firm industry. They're talking about them providing capital so that I don't have to use my own capital. I'm like, sign me up, right? It was a no-brainer for me. It was really straightforward. My goal was this, and I'll tell you straight, as God is my witness. My motivation was this. As I was in Vegas, as I'm walking up and down the Vegas Strip, and I'm in these shops and stuff, I was like, if I can make money by pressing a button while we're spending money, I'm all in. Like, who wouldn't want that deal? And the funny thing is, that's what happened. Well, not entirely like that, but as I'm making my way back to Toronto, I get what we call a trade alert. And I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because I've not talked about the trade alerts yet, but I got a trade alert that popped up on my phone, and I copied that trade. In school, if you copy someone, especially in exam time, you're not meant to copy no one, right? You get reprimanded for that. Here, we encourage you to copy the traders and make money. So I copied this guy. I heard he's a great gold trader, and I just went in. It was just my own money. I hadn't had the funding yet. I just connected my own broker account. Boom. got the alert literally first time just before I got on the flight. And I didn't know what happened after that. I put the credentials in, closed the app, turned my phone off, got to Toronto, turned it on. And to be honest, I literally was one of those ones where I had to look at my phone and I looked again because the balance had gone up. And it was a good trade, you know. Now it might not have worked out, but this case it worked out. What I'm telling you is this: how long did it take me to put those credentials in? Probably a minute or so, okay, to copy and paste those details. And then I got on with what I needed to do, which was get on the plane and turn my phone off, right? And that's how easy it was for me. And also, I'm going to show you, we have that technology that can show you the same thing. So learning how to trade. Now, those of you who want to learn this stuff, you know, come to my world. You know, I did a training yesterday. I love this stuff. You know, I go deep in this stuff. I'm more fully immersed, but you don't have to be. But if you want to be, we've got great educators that will teach you every single thing about trading, you know, from crypto, from indices, commodities, forex. You got the lots of different educators that will teach you that are niche in their, you know, good in their niche. So they'll tell you, oh yeah, this is what we look for in gold. This is how I trade. I trade the NASDAQ and I do it like this. Whatever you want, we have it, right? If you want that level of engagement, you've got that here, my friends. Okay. So let's just move on. Actually, I should just say as well, 17 plus languages. All right, so nothing to be sniffed at. So we've got pretty much the whole world covered. Now, in fact, just talking about trade alerts, if I show you my screen, I just had a trade alert pop up so that, you know, when we're doing this, even on a Saturday, my friends, even on a Saturday, the market is open in crypto. I'm going to share my whole screen so that you can see this trade alert. And this trade alert is what you would get in the app. We're also getting it on Telegram, so you know you can see it pop up on your phone. So there's a Bitcoin trade that we're told about right now that we can look at and make money from. So I'm actually going to show you the website we have, and so this trade could be a trade you may want to take. Okay, not financial advice, but I'm just giving you in real time. So learning how to trade, of course, this is where you can sit on those live sessions with those traders and you can trade alongside them, right? When they take a trade, you can trade alongside them. When you want to find out about that trade thereafter, you can message them. They are accessible, all from the app, that one app. And again, that was another selling point for me. I didn't want to, you know, I typically do not take trade signals from anybody. The mere fact they've made it so easy for me to do it, I'm like, my goodness, it'll be criminal not to, right? To copy and paste their trades or to hit approve on, you know, it's no real learning curve. Once the trade comes in and I find out the name of the trader, which is a list we'll give you, all I need to do is set my risk. How much am I prepared to risk on this trade? And then once I key those numbers in, boom, the trade ticks off and I can get on with my day. You know, so we made it very easy and accessible to the masses that don't want to know how to be a trader, but can still get trading results. Trade alerts, as I mentioned, as you saw, trade alert on Bitcoin pop up. So if you want to become more independent, I'm going to show you right now, as it's coming real time, I'm going to show you the back office and what you can do when you get a trade alert that comes in to, you know, to your phone, whether it's on a computer, whether it's on, you know, anything else, your tablet, your phone. I'm going to show you what you can do in real time. And we're here right now. Trades come in. Let me just bring up my screen here. I'm going to log into my Akashx back office so that you can see that hopefully I'm still in it. Yeah, I'm perfectly. Let me refresh it. Probably time out. Been in there a little while now. So that trade alert that popped up. Now on the cell phone, guys, it's a lot easier because when it's on the cell phone, all you need to do is literally it's easy to copy and paste and just put it in the app. But I'm going to show you right now. Let me just mute all the lines. I'm going to show you right now that trade, that Bitcoin trade, what you can do as it's come in. If it lets me log in. Come on now. See it spinning around there. Okay, it's telling me to wait. Bit impatient there. While it does that, I'm going to just move on and I'll flick back once I get logged in. So we're going to talk about the scanners. I'm going to show you the scanners. These scanners, I love these scanners. They are, you know, they're going to help you make money, like pure and simple, guys. Whether you know about trading or not, if you know what a red arrow means and a green arrow, you're gonna be in a position to make money again. No income claims, but you're gonna be in a position to make money because the red is when the market is going down, and the green is when the market's going up. So, with that in mind, you are now armed and dangerous. I'm going to show you in the back office kind of stuff that I do when I take these trades. This is trade alert. You saw the trade alert that came up. Let's go to trade alerts. This is how simple it can be, my friends. We've got a Bitcoin trade. Oh, it came out an hour ago. All right. Well, it only just popped up on the screen, but that's an hour ago, right? Swing trade. So it's telling us our entry. We're going to get in at Bitcoin at 94,408. Sounds crazy me even talking about these numbers. 94,480, guys. 10 years ago, I was talking about $500. Now, look at that. 10 years ago, my daily choice was born. Do you know how many companies, you know how many frogs I've had to kiss in order to find my daily choice? I don't even want to tell you. It's shocking. It's more fingers than I have on my hand. How many companies I've been in to get to where I am in Akashx. But you have to go through the stuff, the brown stuff, in order to appreciate the other stuff, right? So this is pretty much what we have. I believe that we know everything that I've learned up until that point. Those companies, they've all served their purpose because now I can recognize when a gem hits me, I know that it's a 2 minute, it's a 1 minute decision. Yeah. So this is what we have. We've got Bitcoin at 94,480. Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. The trade actually came out earlier. And so what he's saying is Bitcoin has now hit. And I think I was looking at this trade yesterday on a call. I'm pretty sure I was talking about this on a call yesterday. But anyway, TP1 hit. That means it hit 95,000. All right. That's what he's saying. 95,500 it hit. Update TP1 hit 500 pips. And he's now given another entry. So it's hit it. And it looks like he's going back in again at this level. Okay. And these hard to take profit levels. All you need to do is copy and paste, copy and paste. Now, you know, there's you know, I don't make it sound so simplistic, but that's pretty much what it is. You're copy and pasting other traders. Now, there's one thing that's really important is your risk, the level of risk you're going to put on a trade. And that's where we talk about risk management. That's what keeps you in the game for more than a month. Okay. Your risk. We're not talking about trying to flip an account, especially if you're giving $10,000. You don't need to flip it to 20,000 in a month to make really good money here. That's really aggressive and not realistic for the most part, right? So we're going to show you that. Now, just talked about the scanners. We have phenomenal scanners. I want to show you something on that as well. If you want to become independent and you want to take your own trades, this is where you go. Now, you can get these trade alerts that back you up. You're like, dude, I want to learn this stuff, man. I want to trade. I want to change my life. I've seen these traders on Insta and stuff like that, and they're pulling out of this next car and they're jumping to a next one and they're on the beach. And I want that lifestyle, right? Now, for the most part, we know, you know, the real day-to-day stuff, you know, may not be as glamorous as that. Trading is actually really boring, which is great to do it in an environment like this because we can meet up, we can have events like we're having on the 18th. I'm telling you guys, do what you can to get there. Block your diary, whatever you're doing, cancel it, get to London. It's going to be phenomenal. Now, I'm going to show you how easy, guys, Akashx have made it for you to be independent, even if you don't know squat about trading. I'm going to show you one of the tools, the scanners, and then we're going to go back to the presentation. We already got the trade alert, right? We saw the trade alert at 95,500 is the first take profit, getting in at 94,000 something. So if I go to the scanner, I'm going to choose crypto only, apply. And it's telling me, guys, this is telling me what crypto I should be trading. Even if you don't know anything about trading, if you can read a green arrow means you buy, and a red arrow means you sell. Now, it's even going to tell you even more than that. Can you see this? Let me go up to an hour. This is on a 5 minute. Should be on an hour. I like trading on a higher time frame. So if we look at this, we're going to see all of these arrows showing us the market going live. Let's see, we've got a buy here. This was an hour ago. That's on a 5 minute. Let me click on the hour. Okay, we're actually looking at 3 different assets here. So if I go to Dogecoin, 14, it gave an alert about 14 minutes ago on an hour to get into Dogecoin, okay, which is this one here. that arrow there. That's a buy signal. So we're looking to that, essentially looking to buy now. There's some rules around this, but you know, these guys have demystified getting into these assets. Bitcoin Cash, 15 minutes ago, we had another buy signal on Bitcoin Cash. You can see the big arrow there giving us a buy signal on Bitcoin Cash. And Ripple, this was yesterday, we had a buy signal. So if you got this signal yesterday and you're still in buying that Ripple, let's see where it told us to buy Ripple. Wow, that far back? Yes, wow. So if you got that signal, it's off the screen. I'm gonna have to suppress my screen. If you got that signal yesterday, giving you, and this is free, this is a scoring of 3. The scoring has something to do with it. I don't know enough about it. There is a video that tells you what you should be doing. But if you went for a score of a 3 and you got into this Ripple trade when it was $2.30 odd and it's now $2.50 odd, congratulations, you've just made money. Do you know all the analysis about Ripple? You may not, but you may have heard that Ripple is going through a big rally right now because of the governments are looking at Ripple and they've just won a massive court case and stuff like that. So that might be on your radar. I'm just showing you guys, even if you don't know what you know, all these different things, you can get in to some of these coins when they are giving you an alert. Litecoin on a 15-minute, we got 2 points, you know, 2 points here, 2 points here. They're just here. You can play around with this. If you're into crypto, this could be a way for you to just start trading crypto without you even really knowing all the nuances about crypto. We got Ethereum there on a 15-minute. And again, this was 7 hours ago. If you got an alert, well, not alert, you came here and you saw this, and 7 hours ago, this was 9:30 in the morning, Saturday, right? The markets are open for crypto. The market may be shut for Forex. You come in here, you get, oh, I got a buy alert. What do I do? Guess what? Buy, right? You hit that, and you now go from, where is it? 30, again, looking at these numbers, 3,262. Again, Ripple was just like ridiculously cheap 10 years ago. But like anything, guys, there's opportunities all around. And now it's up to 3,297. You can make money just following stuff you have no clue about. All right, so I'm going to leave it there because I could go on and on, and we've only got a limited period of time. So just showing you 2 examples here. I showed you a trade alert that just came in as I'm talking to you. I showed you the AI scanners that you can just go to and just like, oh, maybe I should buy, well, whether you buy it or trade it, it's up to you. You can buy some Ethereum and hold it, or you can just trade it, make even more money as you're trading, okay? Phenomenal. So these are some of the trade results on the tap to trade. This is where somebody sends you the trade. The 6- and 7-figure traders, some of them will be in London on the 18th. You may have heard about that. And you are just literally leveraging, you're approving the trades and you're making money. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody's on here who wants to just give a quick, you know, experience testimonial, good or bad, you know, I don't care which one, on your journey so far, trading and just accepting trades, whether you knew what you're doing, but you knew, you know, what one option to press the button and one option to not press the button. And sometimes it works in your favor and sometimes it don't. It's trading. Okay. So if anybody, just feel free to raise your hand and we'll put you on. Now, how much does it cost for all of this? You'll be glad to know it's not an arm and a leg. I mean, when I first started doing this, guys, I spent easily about $15,000, $20,000 on my education, joining programs, losing money with programs. I mean, losing the money part, you're talking 6 figures, but I'm talking about actually joining companies to learn how to trade, go into events in London, fly into different countries to learn. Guys, you can do this from your phone anywhere in the world. $149, 117 quid, or 204 Canadian dollars gets you live in the program, gets you, and that could be the only time you ever spend money. That's the minimum to join. Now, I'm going to show you a much more cost-effective way in a minute, but this is where you can get your foot in the door and start taking these trades. You think if you took a couple of those trades on Ethereum and Bitcoin and stuff like that, on it, just that on a loan, you could probably pay for your $149 membership. But I'm going to show you a way in which you can get all of that without having to pay another dime after your first month. So these trade alerts, there's tap to trade, the advanced scanners, the meetups that we do, which is free. You know, you want to meet up with us in a different part of the country or whatever, we do that. That's part of our culture. We're going to be doing that all over. We're going to be doing that in Canada. We're doing it very successfully in the UK. Maybe pockets around the US. We're going to be doing it all over, guys. It's a movement that we're on by far, and I'm glad I'm part of that movement. Real-time education with these guys, as I mentioned. Now, if you like traveling as much as I do, you know, you have to get the trade and travel. It's a phenomenal add-on that you can get these first class flights. I say flights. It's really more on the properties than the flight. It's difficult to save a bunch on flights, right? But if you add the travel to your trading, you're going to save yourself money. Like we're talking about lifestyle earlier. We're talking about how this company is going to give you anywhere from 10,000 to 20,000 in funding. Now, guys, if you have that and you have the ability to travel at a much discounted rate, I was in Barbados last month. The property I stayed at, I logged into my Dream Trips membership pretty much after the fact because I already booked it there. But there was a location where a lot of the people that flew in from the UK were staying at. I didn't stay there. I looked at it on Booking and a few other engines, and I looked at it on what we have in Dream Trips. I would have saved myself money and I would have got the points on it. So bit of a kick there. But I to be honest, I stayed at a much nicer place in the end. Now, I'm coming to London next week for this huge event. You may have heard. I booked my hotel through Dream Trips. So it's not just that you have to have this big Dream Trips and a week here and stuff like that. I booked it for one night. And it's even cheaper booking a junior suite with Dream Trips for that same 4-star hotel than it was getting the most basic booking at booking.com. And I love booking.com. And I'm one of those people who have got an elevated version of booking.com. You know, you get so many points because I travel a lot. And even with that, I'm still saving money on my junior suite. Was still cheaper than the cheapest room I could have booked with booking.com. Maybe if I stayed in a cupboard, I might have got it cheaper. But, you know, this is worth its weight in gold. So all of that, the VIP airport lounge access, all of that good stuff, you're going to get access to. Luxury vacations, not paying crazy money. You're going to get that. This is lifestyle, saving you money. Now, everything I mentioned there about the trade and travel, $229 if you want to get that as part of your membership, right? That's your option. Now, the great thing with this, guys, you're extra that you're paying. You think you're just paying it, you're just paying it, and you're never going to see a result from it or benefit from it. Those points are given to you. In fact, every single month you're getting points. And so, you know, there's a great game show, you know, points, what the points make, it makes prizes. You're going to get rewarded by those points every single year. And you become, you know, and trust me, once you become a member, you're going to stay a member, right? You get exclusive event tickets, VIP airport lounge access, 24/7 concierge service is all available to you. All right. If you want to get that added to your membership. Now, what if you don't want to pay a dime and you know, you get your membership for free? Well, you're talking my language now. I love freeness. Free, and it's free. So if you refer 3 people, not only do you get your membership waived the next month, but so you never pay another dime again. But each person is going to pay, each customer is going to pay you not only for the time they joined you. So, you know, let's do the math there. It cost you $149 to join. You refer 3 people, they're paying you $120. Now, do you think it ends there? No, it doesn't, my friends. Every single month, they remain a customer. You get paid on those customers. So you're like, wait there, rewind. You're telling me I get paid for 3 of those people from day one? Yep. And I'm going to get paid continually on those 3 customers? Yep. Absolutely. You got it right. That's what we have. You know, I joined network marketing decades ago because I like the idea of doing the work once and getting paid recurring. That's what I do here. Do the work once and the company pays me every single month. And I'm still blown away how great that is. I wasn't in fact, I believe I've got a great voice. I have written a few tracks. Nobody's picked them up, but I don't earn no royalties. Yeah, my cousin's a musician. He earns royalties. He gets a check every quarter. But this is my way of earning a royalty. Now, guys, ladies, gentlemen, if you referred 4 people, I'm just going to say push it one more. There was a training earlier today, and there was a book they were talking about. I think it was called One More, and just go one more. If you had 4 people, I'm going to show you the math on this. That's $160, right? $40 each. Each month, you're going to be paid $100 per month just on those 4 customers. And if you showed that to a few other people who did the same, the numbers are ridiculous. The numbers are really ridiculous. So we're talking about with just 10 people, and this isn't 10 people you personally referred. This is 10 people overall, spill over, spill under, whatever you call it. Total of 10 people, you are now earning $400 a month. Okay, so that's another fantastic benefit of what we have with this. Just do the maths on that alone, guys. If you had to earn a passive income of $400 per month, how much money would you have to have in your bank to do that anyway? Even the $100 example I gave you, I know for sure I've given up many years on expecting anything back from a bank because I put some hard-earned money there, and we are, it's almost a joke. I'm gonna get what 0. What percent a year? Are you kidding me? Now we're going to show you guys, because now I knew about money. When I worked at an investment bank, I really start to know where the money is really made, right? And it's not by, what we were taught, what I was taught anyway. And I'm sure we had the same teachers of becoming a great employee. No, you need to be in control of your funds. Now, if you want to make the most bang for your buck, I'm going to show you here. Let me just show you the biggest bang for your buck. This is up until the 15th, my friends, and then after that, it's over. Okay, this promotion is over. So let me show you. If I go back to Akashx, they've got a promotion here that instead of paying a monthly every single month, you can pay one time. Well, I say one time, once a year, and instead of getting $10,000 and 10,000, trust me, 10,000 is fantastic. But if you can get $200,000 in capital, and it's going to cost you, it's going to save you over $2,000 to do it, which one would you prefer? Yeah. So for me, knowing that I can save myself tons of money, and that's all, I think Robert Kiyosaki talks really a lot about the cornerstone of wealth is about the amount of money you can get to save. Money flows through our hands all the time. Most of us have millions of dollars, but most of it isn't still in our accounts, unfortunately, right? But we're going to show you a way here that you can get access to 200,000 in funding. Okay, like I said, with a caveat of you showing that you can make profit on the account. Then you're gonna want to do the yearly membership if you want to save the most money. It's $999, which is normally $14.99. After the 15th, that price will go back to $14.99. So it's $500 you're saving on a yearly membership. Second thing is that the $200,000 account will go down to $100,000. So you're getting half of that. On top of that, the account you're getting is what we call the bells and whistles version. Let me show you what I mean by that, because that's a bit technical. So if I go TradeX Mastery, all right, this is the company we're partnered with. Now, if you've done any research with prop firms, I've been around this space a long time. I've seen prop firms. I've seen the ones that are just like, the jack of the lads. They promise that they're going to pay you, and guess what? When you've passed your challenge and you go on, what's that website? Trustpilot. It's just nothing but negative. Like there's more negative than there is green. Like there's more red than there is. That means they're not paying out. And so the partnership, and in fact, they've got some great promos right now, 40% off. The partnership that we have with TradeX Mastery, and what they're doing is saving everybody a ton of money. Let me show you. If you went to TradeX Mastery right now, I'm even going to copy the promo code, and you just went and tried to get this promo yourself. Let me show you what you're going to be saving. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with prop firms, this is when a company gives you capital. Why did they want to do that? Watch the video. You'll explain why. Okay, in a short nutshell, is that they're not paying you a wage to be on their books to trade. They're doing a profit split. And so, you know, if you understand how trading works, there's a thing called a spread. These companies make an absolute fortune every time you hit that buy button, every time you hit the sell button. You think it may be a small trade. Guess what? When you got millions of people doing the same thing, that means they're making millions of dollars a day. So they are willing to give you capital. If you're good, they'll even give you more capital. Well, obviously, you know, we're giving you the most you can get from this company, which is 200,000, and you can scale that up to control even more. But let's just keep it simple and show you. On a $200,000 account, you have to make 10% phase one, 5% phase two. Then you get access to the funding. And we're going to show you, we've got many examples of people getting that done. You may hear from them in London or on a call. The testimonies we've had, we've got videos, we've got footage, we've got whatever you need. We can show you people who've done that. Normally to buy this, it's $975, right? To buy this account. Now, I'm going to show you how even with the promotion, I'm going to show you if I use this promotion, what we're going to get. And now the version you're getting, the bells and whistles version you're getting is going to be way better than this version, right? So you're going to get that 975. Now, I'm going to make out that I'm going to buy this challenge, right? And you can do this yourself because I'm just here to show you the information. I'm not here to blow smoke. I'm not here to pump anybody up. You make a choice. If you like what you see, take action on it. If you're not in a position to do it, get the other version. But this one is where they're doing a promotion on. But get something. That's where I look, you know. So if I go and buy the 200,000 challenge, I come to Akashx, I come to TradeX Mastery. Now, guys, because of the nonsense that's out there, they partnered with a company that pays. They pay weekly and they can even pay you daily. Can you imagine on a $200,000 account getting paid a weekly wage of that? That's enough for some people to leave their 9 to 5. And I'm not advocating you do that just because you've got the funding. Don't put undue pressure on yourself when you don't need to. Get to a point where you've at least banked at least 3 months of income that you know you're good before you even consider the idea of walking, because you just put unnecessary pressure on yourself. That's my lecture over. I'm going to add the 90% profit share. I mentioned typically you get 80-20% split. With the profit share here, guys, you get a 90-10% split. That means 90% you bank, 10% they take, which is pretty good, right? In my humble opinion. News trading is huge. That means when there's a news release, you can trade it as it happens, real time. You can make a fortune trading news if you know what you're doing. We've got a phenomenal trader who came to Akashx last month. His very first and only session so far. He will be in London as well. 7-figure trader, got a community of about 15,000 people, which is even more members than there are in Akashx. He went on live. We did a call with him at 8:30 in the morning. Actually, prior to 8, we was warming us up. By 8:30, we placed a trade. In fact, 8:25. By 8:40, I personally had made a nice 5%. Some people made 10%. Some people made more. Some people made less. But one thing, we all made money. He trades the news. So if you like trading news, I'm looking forward to this guy coming on the next session. And trading on a weekend. You like crypto trading? Guess what? All these add-ons would have cost you $1,413. Okay. Now I'm going to put in that promo code that we've got right now and hit apply. And boom, I was save myself some money. So if I went straight to TradeX Mastery, even with one of their best promos that I've seen them doing, I would pay $848. Now, for an extra, what, $112 or whatever it is, I'm getting years membership with Akashx, the live trades, the tools, all of that. If you bought that on every single month on its own, paying $149 times 12, I believe that's around $1,700 on its own. So that and that, do the maths, it's over $2,000 in savings. Of course, you know, with the yearly memberships and stuff like that, with this promo, it's by far the best option out there. But if not, you do the monthly and you choose to refer a few friends, you don't pay another monthly fee, you're good to go. So whichever way works for you guys. I'm not advocating whichever way. I'm on a monthly. I don't pay anything, obviously, because I've referred at least 3 people to the platform. And you can do that when you feel comfortable. You don't have to refer a single person. You don't have to. You can just keep it to yourself and trade to your heart's content. My friends, I've been on a bit longer than I'd hoped to, but I hope you are a bit more enlightened to why I'm excited, why I'm willing to get on the plane in the next couple of days and head to London, because I personally believe we have a gem of a company. And right now, Akashx, you talk to anybody on the street, do a survey in your area. Akashx, who? What are you talking about? What's that all about? Nobody knows about Akashx. Do the same thing in a year's time, we'll be having a different conversation. That is my time, my friends. God bless you. Have a fantastic weekend. Look forward to catching you guys up on the next Zoom. And wherever you are, make a decision one way or the other. But I hope to welcome you to the Akashx family. I'll be one of the first to say welcome aboard. Join us, check us out, give us a try, and I'm sure you'll like what you see. On that note, have a good night.
Leroy, you didn't answer my question. This is Dee.
Oh, sorry. Did I have a question and answer? Did I see a
Yes,
question?
please.
All right. I didn't see your hand raised. So, okay. So,
Sorry, I just put the question in the chat. Sorry, you were
all right.
chatting
It's got
away.
buried with people joining and stuff. Okay. Oh, do you have to purchase a scanner? No. And you did a DM. You should have done a group one. So that's your fault. No, the scanner, the scanner is all included. I'll even throw it in because I like you. Right. So yeah, everything that I went through is all part of your membership. And there's no upsells, guys. No upsells. You pay that money. We don't have to pay another, just on that note, because it's I've been done many times. I go in and I pay the thing, and the next thing you know, upsell. And so I already paid to join the course. I paid $5,000. Next thing you know, oh, to get the secret sauce, it's gonna cost you 10,000. Are you kidding me? But that's what happens in this industry. And all we pay here, guys, is one price, monthly or the yearly, and that's it. No more upsells. We get access to everything. All right, great question. And on that note, is anybody else who's got any quick question? Like I said, raise your hand. If not, let's go. It's weekend. Let's enjoy the rest of the the time that we have. But if not, I will see you guys hopefully on the next presentation somewhere out there. All right. I think that's good. Yep. Thank you very much.